Hey y'all, this is Lydia. This is a Mayan cross reading for today, September 26th, I believe. We are in the eve of a Mercury retrograde in Libra, the final Mercury retrograde of the year, but also one that is in the final air sign, not the final air sign in the zodiac, but the final air sign for this year in terms of Mercury retrogrades. The first one was in Aquarius, the second one was in Gemini, and this final one is in Libra. And we are in the middle of an extended grand air trine that's wrapping up, but this grand air trine on one hand could have us in limiting beliefs and perhaps in old patterns, and especially with our thought cycles. But again, and a lot of the messages that have been coming through have been about releasing those things and allowing our awareness to come to them as a form of release, as opposed to beating ourselves up over it. But today in the mind system is the white cosmic world bridger, and that cosmic tone is very Aquarian, it's very Uranian. It deals with breaking down structures, it deals with sudden change, much like the Tower in the Tarot. It's about things crumbling away that no longer serve us so that we can get into something new and to have a new beginning and to start fresh. But it can be unpleasant, especially if we've been holding on to things. It's definitely that energy of forcing us to get out of a certain pattern or a certain mindset or whatever it is that we might be gripping onto. And the white world bridger is about surrender. It is about letting go, and it is about letting go of limiting beliefs and limiting structures that keep us out of balance. And that's a big thing, a big theme coming up in Libra season. We're going to be dealing with this for a few more weeks, and it's important again to really remember that when it comes to spirituality and when it comes to working with these energies, when things come up, they come up for us, not against us, in the sense that it's our awareness coming to the issues, our awareness coming to the imbalances so that we can either address them or release them with love and integrate perhaps whatever shadow is coming up. And we did go through a lot of shadow in Virgo season, but now we're dealing with our relationship to ourselves and our relationship to others going forward, and what's out of balance there, and how our relationships serve us and how they offer us a reflection of what needs to change or what is limiting within us that we need to apply love toward. So our conscious self today, our awareness, is the snake, the Queen of Clubs. And this is a messenger card. This is a card of messages coming in, which is a very strong theme in the Mayan system. We have the white dog is our guide. We also have the blue eagle, and a lot about messages and information coming in. The yellow human is our challenge, which is trusting those messages and the challenge with trusting messages. But with the sun at 3 degrees of Libra, we're dealing with belief structures, we're dealing with letting go of belief structures, but it's also dealing with knowledge and wisdom, and the knowledge and wisdom we know within ourselves, and being able to trust and apply that knowledge coming in or those messages coming in so that we can move forward. So our subconscious self for today is the moon, which literally is the subconscious. It's dealing with those subconscious issues, but it's also dealing with visions and fears that block us from fulfilling our vision or to taking steps toward our vision. And again, with letting go of limiting patterns and limiting belief structures, the subconscious really wants us to work with it one-on-one, hand in hand, so that we can actually unblock what's been blocking us. And a lot of us have been doing this, in dream work. I know I've had some dreams that have been low-key prophetic, these energies of letting go of relationships that are no longer invested in me, are no longer a vibrational match to me. And the dreams always end in me letting those things go and finding a treasure. So whatever dreams are coming up, definitely pay attention to them at this time. But also, if you do subconscious work, or you are familiar with meditation, using those energies and using the practice of going within to actually consciously unblock whatever's coming up and to really tap into those energies as they come up. So the guide for today is Animus, which is dealing with our modalities and what we use in order to get something done, or modalities we use in order to achieve something or to move through something. It's a Jungian sort of concept, and I'm struggling for the words, but the gist of it is our ways of doing things, the way we go about doing things. And the guide for today is really tapping into those structures we've been building up for the past 2 years and really using what we've learned to move through these energies going through Libra season, because it can be a tough one. There's a lot coming up this season about rebalancing and rebalancing in a way that really reflects in our relationships. And this could mean relationships ending. It could mean a rearranging of our relationships and things changing with others, and that can be challenging. And this is asking us to really tap into what our modalities we've been building up for ourselves and the tools we have available to ourselves in order to be who we are and be in the purity of who we are, and to stay in that dynamic equilibrium of feeling balanced within ourselves. The challenge for today is the garden, which does deal with social structures. It deals with friend circles. It deals with social media as well. And again, with this cosmic tone and this idea of things breaking down and things crumbling and how that can be unpleasant, this rearranging that's happening can be, it can be challenging, and it's okay to feel into that and to really acknowledge, okay, I can feel certain relationships pulling away. I can feel myself pulling toward other things. I can feel that my environment is going to be changing, and that my environment is changing, and that doesn't necessarily resonate with people who I've spent my time and energy on and friendships that I've had. And perhaps we can feel things changing, and maybe we feel things are going to change. And the challenge here is to trust that process as well, and to trust that as things are being rearranged, if we are working within ourselves to be good and to be whole and to be love, then our outside environment will also be that. And the rearranging that's happening is to serve that. But perhaps it's a challenge because we can't quite see where it's headed. And our complement for today is the bouquet, which is dealing with beauty. It's dealing with the simple pleasures of life. It's dealing with being in the present moment and really just enjoying things as they are. And again, with the sun at 3 degrees of Libra, really open up to that expansive energy that wants us to expand within ourselves. And if we butt up against something that's blocking that, to really apply our wisdom and our knowledge that we've accumulated thus far, to actually work with those energies, to integrate them or to apply love to them, so that we can open up into new energy and to continue to expand. And the moon is in Gemini, so that can have us overthinking, can have us feeling emotionally up and down, but that goes back to the dynamic equilibrium that this Libra season wants to teach us, which is being in that flow and being okay with things as they are and surrendering the rest. So I hope this message resonates. Love you.